Hello, it's Tuesday, February 14th, 2017. That means it's Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen. And today is a very special Valentine's Day because we are about to play Tharsis. Tharsis is a game that was woefully misunderstood when it was released. It's about a year old. It's about traveling to Mars, as you might imagine by the gigantic image of Mars slowly rotating here on the title screen. When it first came out, people said that it was unfairly difficult and random. There's a lot of dice rolling, that's true. But it's my contention that this game is neither unfairly difficult nor unfairly random. It's a game about mitigating randomness. It's a game about selecting what risks you'd like to take and what order you want to take them in. Much like life, ladies and gentlemen. And so tonight, we're going to play a game of Tharsis. And I'm going to tell you why I think this game is actually perfect. It's an elegant, simple design. You can play it in an hour. And as soon as you're done playing it, whether you win or lose, you're probably going to want to play it again. If you actually understand the rules, which are not at all difficult to understand. So let's get started. This is what you see when you say new game. If you've played Tharsis a bunch of times and you've unlocked 3 characters beyond the 4 that you started with. As you can see, I still have 2 more characters to unlock. Eventually, hopefully I will. When you get the game, these are the 4 guys you have. And that's great, because these 4 guys are some of the most useful characters in the game. These characters are fine, but this initial starting combo is really pretty darn useful, if I do say so myself. Now, you'll understand better what all these advantages each character has is once you actually play the game for yourself, or once you finish watching this video. But I'll do my best to sort of explain my choices right now. So, the Doctor and the Captain, I believe, are the 2 most powerful characters you can choose from, at least that I've seen so far. And as you can see, I haven't seen them all. Health and dice are 2 very important resources in this game. Dice, arguably the most important resource. And the Captain and the Doctor both have a way of replenishing dice and health, which both have a way of depleting when you least want them to. So I'm definitely going to keep the Doctor and the Captain. The Specialist gives you 1 extra reroll, which I'm not sure if that's particularly necessary. And the Mechanic can increase your hull. Those are the only 2 that I'm thinking about swapping out. But, well, +1 hull is particularly useful. Lately, I've started swapping out the Specialist for the Commander. And you'll see what 4 repair means shortly. Now, you can play it on easy, normal, or hard. I recommend starting on normal. No need to bother with easy. Normal is a great difficulty. It's very difficult. It's a challenge, but it's not impossible, especially once you know how to play. Tonight we're going to play on hard. Okay, so there's some somewhat pointless story, which we just skipped. And here's what happens at the beginning of the game. So we're in this spaceship. Our 4 crew members who I just selected are in this spaceship. And we're traveling to Mars. And it's going to take us 10 weeks to get there. Each game turn is a simulation of 1 week. If you can survive 10 weeks, you will get to Mars and win. Each turn, bad things will happen to your ship. And it is your job to mitigate those bad things as much as you can. As you can see, our crew is scattered in different parts of the ship. That's important. There are 2 bad things that have currently happened on the ship, and on these 2 bad things, it shows you what's going to happen if you don't fix this thing this turn. These 2 red rectangles indicate damage to the hull. Here's our hull strength. We have 4. These 4 white bars indicate that our hull has a strength of 4. If the hull is depleted to 0 white bars between turns by the effects of these events, the game is over because our ship falls apart and we all die in space. It's very gruesome. You don't want that to happen. As you can see by the 4 red rectangles immediately underneath our hull strength, our hull is about to fall apart if we don't fix at least one of these problems with our ship on this turn. These dice that you see here, well, let me explain something else first. This number is what you have to roll cumulatively on 6-sided dice in order to fix this problem. So here you have to roll 23 cumulatively, and here you have to roll 8 cumulatively. These numbers and these dice are, I believe they're called hazards. And hazards are things that happen to dice if you roll the die of the face displayed on these little icons. I believe a light blue icon like this is called stasis. It just means that if you roll a 2 or a 3, you won't be able to re-roll that die. If you roll a 2 or a 3, you're stuck with a 2 or a 3. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. So that's a thing. These things down here are little cards which help you break the rules in your favor in one way or another. You have to earn research points in order to play these cards. Each one shows the cost of the card here. And you earn research points by spending dice that you roll while trying to deal with these issues. You might have extra dice that you either can't use or prefer not to use in any other way, and you can spend them in a little research bar, which I'll show you later, and if you accumulate enough research points, you can then play these cards. Let's look at these cards right now. If you play this card, it gives you 17 repair on one module. That's as if you had rolled a total of 17 on various 6-sided dice, so this would go a long way to fixing this. And it would fix this with a lot left over. You probably wouldn't want to play this on this because it's kind of overkill. And you're going to need every asset you have is going to need to be played in as efficient a way as you possibly can play it. This, if you play this card, it'll give any crew member that is currently active plus 3 health. By the way, these orangey little tabs are the character's healths. And currently 3 of my guys have 3 health, and this guy has 5 health. If anybody's depleted to 0 health, oh, they die. You could probably have figured that out yourself. Then there's this research card, which we have, which would give each character 1 additional die. That's very useful. By the way, I've explained to you what health is. This is the number of dice each character will get to roll when they try to deal with one of these problems. Now, you don't just have to deal with these problems. Each one of these modules on your ship serves a function. Look at that. This lets you harvest food. My food is up here. Food, between turns, lets you replenish dice to characters. Food is very, very nice to have. Life support lets you regain dice. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Each time you roll your dice, let's say this character rolls, I believe it's a woman, rolls her dice, she loses a die. So I'll roll her 2 dice, and then she'll lose a die, and she only has 1. Your characters can never go below 1 die, so next turn she could roll her 1 die, and she wouldn't lose it. But you're constantly going to want more than 1 die, trust me. So you're constantly going to be trying to figure out ways to regain dice. This helps you recover your health. This helps you repair your hull, which I've already explained is very important. This helps you increase your assist. What is your assist? I currently have 1 assist. Remember when I told you about hazards? If you roll a 2 or a 3 in either of these places, you can't re-roll a die. Assist automatically kicks in when you roll a hazard, and it negates that hazard. You don't get to choose when to spend an assist. it applies itself to the first hazard that you roll. So, that's something to keep in mind. If there's a bunch of different hazards around the ship, and you know that you want to avoid one hazard in particular, you might want to deal with that event first, because you know that your assists will be available. If you wait to deal with that event, you might have already spent your assists, because you might have rolled hazards in other areas. I know that might sound a little confusing, but it's really not. Or it won't be once you get used to the game a little bit. There's also these green bars here, which I think are called stress. This is the only part of the game which is slightly less opaque than it should be, in my opinion. Don't worry about stress right now. It's kind of low on the totem pole of things to worry about, but I may explain it a little bit more later. So, right now we know we need to deal with these issues that are going to deplete our hull. Deplenish should be a word, though, because replenish is a word, so why isn't deplenish? Is deplenish a word? Wow, I'm embarrassed that I'm not sure if deplenish is a word. No, it's not a word. It just sounds dumb. Okay. So, we have these two events. We know this event is going to be easy to deal with, because it only requires that I roll 8. Let me remind myself. Right, hull repair. Hull repair is nice. Okay. Now, when you... okay, hold on. Let me think about what I'm going to do here, because I don't want to die on the first turn while I'm trying to show you this game. That would be very embarrassing. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I'd like to deal with this right now, because it's only an 8 difficulty. That seems pretty easy. I think I'm going to put my mechanic on it, because it seems to me that my odds of rolling a total of 8 on 3 dice, I have pretty good odds of doing that, don't you think? So if I can get this taken care of with just one guy, that would be outstanding. And then I'd have my remaining 3 guys to deal with this thing. So, this guy isn't here yet. But that's okay, because you can move each of your guys on each turn to anywhere else in the ship, with only one stipulation. For each event that is currently active, that they move through or leave, they will lose 1 health. Hey, guess what? This guy can move from here to here without moving through or leaving any active event, so he will lose 0 health if he moves here. Sounds good to me. So I've selected this guy, I've selected this part of the ship, I click deploy, and oh wow, he's in here. Now there's all this crazy stuff that you see all around here. It's not really that big a deal. This, once again, shows me that I need to roll a total of 8. This shows me that there are 2 hazards here, and any 2s or 3s are in stasis. That just means I won't be able to re-roll the dice. You have 2 re-rolls from the get-go. But I won't be able to re-roll anything that has a 2 or a 3. This over here is this guy's special ability. If I have any dice that have a 5 or a 6 on them, that's what 5 and an up arrow means, I can put the die in here, and he, because he's a mechanic, will add 1 to my hull. Down here is where I put dice if I want to accumulate research points. Over here, because I am in the maintenance module, is where I put dice if I want to repair my hull, because I'm in the maintenance module, and that's the kind of thing you would do when you're in a maintenance module. Down here it shows you the effects of putting dice here. If you put any die here, it does nothing. If you put a die here, and it equals the die here, I will get 2 points of hull. If I put a die here, and a die here that equals this die, and a die here that equals both of these dice, I will get 3 points of hull. And this is the dice hold, where I can put dice that I want to keep when I want to re-roll other dice. So let's say I'm rolling 5 dice, and 1 of them is great, and 4 of them are terrible. I might put 4 of them in here, and click re-roll, and roll the good one. Okay, so, with that said, there's only one thing that I can do right now, and that's click this big roll button. And when I said you get 2 rerolls, I lied. You really only get 1 reroll. So look, this is in stasis, and I cannot reroll it. These are shitty. Whoops. But fortunately... Oh, you know what? I just lied. This is not in stasis. Because, as I said earlier, 1 assist was spent to prevent that stasis. So, I can reroll all 3 of these dice. And they're all pretty bad. Look how bad that roll is. That's among the worst possible rolls you can get on 3 dice. In fact, I happen to know that it is the 2nd worst roll you can get on 3 dice. If low is bad. And in this case, low is bad. So I'm going to use my 1 and only 1 reroll and hope that I get a total of 8. That's bad, ladies and gentlemen. That is bad. Okay, off to a bad start. Let's see. So now the question is, what do I do? So I can put all these in here and I'll have 6 points. But I think it would make more sense, if I want to deal with this, I'm going to have somebody else come in and roll some dice this turn, which I'm definitely going to do. So I'm going to put 5 points in there. So I'm pretty much guaranteed to solve it next turn. With this remaining 1, I think it's actually more valuable to me to put it into the research projects and give me 1 research point than to put it here. Because I'm sending somebody else in here regardless. And on 2 dice, they're definitely going to roll a 3. I mean, I guess not definitely. But they'll probably roll at least a 3. So I don't need to put this in here right now. I'm instead going to put it here. I got 1 research point. You get only 1 research point per die that you put in here. If this had been a 6, I would have still got 1 research point. This just shows that I can now not put another 1 in here until I've filled this up. So I'm going to finish deployment, because I've spent all my dice. And that guy is done with what he can do on this turn. That's why he's now black and white. So, I want to finish dealing with this, for sure. The captain is here already, so I'm going to deal with the captain. I'm going to have the captain do this. So, here we go. I'm going to roll the dice. Okay, that was a much better roll. Now, all I have to do is put this 4 in here, and that's higher than 3, so this will be dealt with. I don't get any bonus for it being more than 3, which is too bad, but whatever. Oh, look, event complete. Now we're not going to lose 2 hull points in this module. Now, what can I do with this 5? Well, I could put it here and get another research point, or I can put it here and use the captain's special ability, which gives +1 die to crew in the module. By the way, as I said earlier, each time you have your characters roll their dice, not counting rerolls, they lose a die. Remember, the mechanic started with 3 dice, now he only has 2. The captain started with 2 dice, and now he only has 1. Or she. I can't tell what the gender of these characters is. They're very asexual. They're very androgynous, I guess I should say. I'm going to go ahead and do this, because that will get me 2 extra dice. 1 for the mechanic and 1 for the captain. There we go. You saw that extra die appear? Great. Now, we have this. This is not good. This really, really sucks. But we're going to have to start trying to deal with it. Alright, we have our commander. Now, what is her special ability? On any die, with a value of 1 or higher, so that's any die, you will get 4 repair. Repair is just this up here. So that means I could put a 1 in here, and this would go down by 4. That's nice, right? Let's roll our dice. 7. As you can see, this was affected by stasis, so I can't re-roll it even if I wanted to. And I think we may just put this in here, so it acts as a 4. And this will go in here. Now we need 15 more repair. Well, I can tell you that's not going to happen this turn, but we can make some headway on it, and hopefully wrap that up next turn. Now we have our doctor. Have her roll her dice. A 5 and a 2. That's not that great. But I'm going to put them both in here because we really want to get rid of this event next turn. Okay. I have played all 4 of my characters, and now this event takes effect. Look at that, we lost 2 hull. Now some nonsense story happens, which we can ignore. Okay. Now I have to choose between one of these 2 things. You can ignore this flavor text, or you can read it if you really want to. I'm going to ignore it. These 2 characters, if I select this, they will incur no movement damage, I explained what that is, on the next turn if I select this. However, they will each immediately take 1 damage. That doesn't sound that great. These 2 characters, if I select this, all the characters on the ship will have their stress reduced by 30%. What does stress do? Stress, I think, makes your options in this part of the game worse. I think that's all it does. So this would mean that next turn I'd have better options than if I don't select it. But the downside is I'd lose a hull. Look how low my hull is already. Bottom line, both of these options are shitty. I think I'm going to go with this one, even though I'm probably not going to move anybody through an area that would give them damage. I think I'm going to choose this, because I really don't want to lose another hull point. I just really think that would be bad at this time. Okay. Now at this stage, we can spend our 1 food to give somebody extra dice. Each food cube gives you 3 additional dice. And I'm going to give the food cube to the captain. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now it's the next turn. 2 more events are happening. And the event from last turn is still in effect because I didn't finish it. I didn't fix it. Okay, I actually may benefit from what I chose, because I'm going to move the captain through this event to the farm module so we can wrap this up. Ordinarily, that would make the captain lose 1 health, but because of the thing that I chose between turns, that won't happen. Now, why am I moving the captain here? Because the captain's special ability is to give an extra die to the people in this module, and these people could definitely use an extra die, don't you think? So, I'm going to do that right now. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, man. This is not being nice to me at all. Okay. I'm going to save a 4. I'll save that 4 too. I really want to roll a 5 or higher on something because I want to use this ability. So I'm going to re-roll this 1 and this 2. And we will see if I get a 5 or higher. Oh, goody. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Thank goodness. Boom. Everybody got an extra die. I'll throw this 4 in here and this 4 in here. So now I've dealt with that event. And now I have these 2 leftover dice. I would love to harvest food, but that's not in the cards for me right now. So I will put these into research, and now I have 3 research points. There you go. We're done with that. Now, we're going to be... Oh, no, we won't be screwed. It's going to be close, though. This is going to be a tricky one, y'all. I'll tell you that right now. This is mandatory to get rid of. Well, yes, it is mandatory to get rid of, I think. Now, there's a few... Okay, this is a point where I really have to make a tough decision. If this happens, as things stand now, these 2 guys are going to die because they only have 2 health each. If this happens, as things stand now, everybody's going to die and my game will end because I only have 2 hull. I also only have 7 dice remaining to deal with everything that's happening on this ship. 3 from this guy, 2 from the doctor, 2 from the commander. That's not a lot of dice to deal with a 17-point problem as well as a 10-point problem. And I really would like to get rid of both of these at once. Now, there are some ways that I can fix this. And they have to do with research. Look at this. 17 repair, 1 module. It requires 4 research points. I currently have 3. But 17 repair in one module would totally solve this. So if I get 1 more research point, and the only way to do that is by using one of these characters, unfortunately. But if I use a character and they get a research point, I can then solve this completely and not worry about it. And then I can try to spend my remaining resources on solving this. Which I think is what I'm going to try to do. Alternatively, I can use this. Oh, never mind. Sorry, no. I can... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have a good alternative. So, now the question is, do I send my doctor, my commander, or my mechanic into this module to try... Where do I send them here? I actually might send them here. That might make more sense. You can only play a card that has to do with a module when you are dealing with a character who's in that module. So, for instance, if I sent this guy here, I did his thing, I earned a research point, I couldn't spend this on this. I would have to move a character subsequently in here, roll, deal with their shit, and then spend this on it. I'm reluctant to send somebody in here at first, right now, because this purple 4 is a void, and what a void does is it makes a die that you roll of that value disappear completely. I don't have any assist at this time. And I really need to roll a... Oh, you know what? You know what would be nice to know? It would be nice to know what my research dice look like, so I know what I have to roll to get a research point. That is some information that they should give you on this screen if you want it. And I don't believe there's a way to get that. That's actually kind of crucial. That's a small criticism that I have. And by the way, a red hazard means injury, and so it just means if you roll a 1, the character who rolled that 1 gets injured. And yes, if you roll multiple 1s, they can get multiple injuries. So if this guy went in here and rolled 3 1s, he would be instantly dead. So, I have to think about what I'm going to do. And I think what I'm going to do is send somebody into here and try to... This is really tough. This is tough. We may find ourselves starting a new game. But I think my best bet... Yeah, is to send a guy in here. Oof. Darn. Oh, this is not good. But, okay, this'll be okay, actually. So here's what I'm going to do. If you repair the part of the ship that you're in, you can re-roll and not suffer the consequences. These things go away as soon as you repair the ship. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to re-roll this and hope that I get a 3, a 4, or a 6. I know that I won't suffer any negative consequences from re-rolling it. And if I get a 3, a 4, or a 6... Oh, that really hurts. So I'm going to put it here and regain dice for this guy. Now, I said it really hurts. It actually doesn't hurt that bad because I've totally taken care of this event. And now all I have to do is get a 3, a 4, or a 6. Not a 4 because it'll disappear, but I'll need a 3 or a 6. I'll need one of these two characters to roll a 3 or a 6. And then I'll be able to buy 17 repair 1 module, fix this, and then I'll be good to go. So, I'm going to have the commander try that. And here we go. If she rolls a 3 or a 6. Haha! Okay. Well, I have a re-roll. Or, I'm not going to do this, but I could. This is a great roll if I was just trying to repair. I could just throw this 10 in here, and then I would just need 7 on my next person to come in. But I can't trust that the next character is going to roll 7 on 2 dice. So I'm going to re-roll both of these. Okay. Oh my god! Alright, so she rolled 2 4s, and they both disappeared because it was a void. But guess what? There's hope for me yet. Because I still have my doctor. And if she rolls a 3 or a 6, then I'm good. And I rolled 2 6s. Thank heavens. This 6 will go here. Now I have 4 research points. I'm going to use my 17 repair 1 module card. Event complete. And with this 6, I have 2 choices. I could either put it here and boost both of their healths by 1. Or I could put it here and start accumulating research points for something later. I could put it here and get no movement damage this turn, but that's silly because I'm not going to be doing anything else, and I already have no movement damage from what I did between rounds. I think it makes... Do I want the research, or do I want the health? I think health, because they're pretty low on health. So, we're done. Nothing happens. Our ship is currently in the clear. No bad things are happening. And now I get to this stage again. And this is just what you're doing for the whole game. For about 10 turns, I believe. So, if I choose this, I get a hull point, which is desperately needed, but they will lose 1 health each. If I choose this, each of these characters will get 2 health. You'll notice 1 health will be wasted on this guy, because he's only 1 health away from the max. And all crew will lose 1 die. These guys won't lose their die, because you can't go lower than 1 die. This, to me, is clearly better. Dice are crucial. I don't want to lose even these dice, and I would be sacrificing extra health on that guy. But this seems great to me. I just boosted their health, so I'm just trading that health that I just earned for a hull point, which sounds great. Now, if I had any food, I'd be able to replenish people's dice, and I don't have any food. So, we finish our turn. Let's look at the new events. 3 new events. Okay. Well then. Well then. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just checking. Right. Okay. Wow. This is tough. None of these events will kill us. We're definitely going to make it to the next turn. So that's the good news. The bad news is it doesn't look like we're going to be particularly well set up for the rest of the game. Because -1 dice all currently won't affect these guys. But I don't want to lose 1 die from these guys. -1 health all really sucks, because 3 of my guys will then be at 1 health. Oddly enough, this 1 hull damage isn't that big of a deal for me right now, because I have 3. So, I think I'm going to have my captain take care of this right now. And with his extra dice, this is a nice module to roll extra dice in, because it lets you get food, and food will be very nice to have, because food replenishes your dice. So I think it's okay that he has kind of overkill for this module right now. So we're going to roll and see what happens. Okay, so... yeah, that's not bad. So we'll go ahead and put these dice in here to take care of that event. Now, I really would like it if some of these dice equaled each other, because then we could harvest some food. So I'm going to roll. Again, I'm going to use my reroll. And this die won't reroll. But if either or both of these are a 3, or if these two are not a 3 but they match each other, I can spend it to get some food. So let's try that. Okay. That's not terrible. So I'm going to put one die there. It does nothing. I'm going to put a second die there. And because it matches the first die, I get 1 food. Now I have 1 die left over, which I will throw in the research bucket. Not a bad turn. Now, I really want to deal with this. I want this to be fully taken care of by the end of this turn. And I think the first thing I'll do for that is I'll move my mechanic in here, because he's got the most dice. And after I use his dice, I'll know how much I should panic for my other guys who only have 1 die. Okay, that's good. That's quite good. I'm going to save all of these, because they're high numbers. I'm going to re-roll this. I might not re-roll this if there were any voids or injuries in the hazard area, because voids make the dice disappear, and disappearing is less than a 1. And injuries injure your guy, and that would not be good. But stasis just means you can't re-roll, and guess what? After this re-roll, I wouldn't be able to re-roll anyway, because I only have 1 roll. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Because I'm great at math, I know that these dice added together equal 18. Also because this little number here shows you what your total currently is. So this guy single-handedly solved this problem. Look at that. Now, I can tell you that 2 dice are not going to roll a 16. So, what do I do with my remaining characters? That is a good question. I think I get them started on fixing this problem, knowing that they're not going to fully fix it. So, first I'll put my commander there. Now, why am I choosing that as the order? Well, in this case, it doesn't really matter. But I often like to move the doctor. I like to arrange things so that when the doctor or the captain are rolling their dice, there are other people in the module with them. Because the doctor and the captain's special abilities affect the other characters in the module with them. The doctor's special ability boosts the health of everybody in her module. The captain's special ability increases the dice of everybody in that module. So, it's always best to have the captain or the doctor rolling in a module with other characters. So, for that reason, if I know I'm going to have the doctor and the commander both roll here, I'm probably going to put the commander in first so the doctor can roll with the commander already there. But I suspect in this case I'm going to be spending this die on fixing this problem anyway. But just because it's my traditional strategy, I'll move the commander in there first. Go ahead and roll. Oh, that's too bad. So I rolled a 4, which is a void, and it goes away. And I can't do crap. Let's bring the doctor in there. Oh, that's real bad. Well, fortunately, I did really well with my other characters this turn. So I can sort of afford to survive that. Pointless story. Now. So this, I can tell you right off the bat, sucks. -2 health for us. How many health do these guys have? Oh, look, 2. If I choose this, these guys will die. And you want all your characters for the whole game. This, fortunately, is pretty okay. It'll give me 1 food. Each of these guys will lose a die. But you know what? In the trade-off, it's a net plus, because each food replenishes 3 dice. So 1 food is worth 3 dice, and I'll only be losing 2. So hell yeah, I'll take this. Now, look at this. Look at this box that says cannibalism. Remember how I said food gives you plus 3 dice? Well, food is what you and I know of as food. Maybe it's space food, but it's perfectly edible and nutritious. At a certain point, when your characters get freaked out, as they do at about turn 4, they have the option of eating each other. And if I want... Actually, okay, so they're not eating each other. They're eating a character who, if we had been reading the story, died, you would know, died at the beginning of the game. So they have this other character who died, who we might now choose to eat. And if we do, that gives... Each chunk of flesh gives a character 2 additional dice instead of 3. And each chunk of human flesh reduces the cannibal's health by 1. So cannibalism is sort of in here if you are desperate. I'm not feeling desperate yet. Maybe I should be. But look at all this food. Like, if I give 1 food to the doctor, and if I give 1 food to the mechanic, I mean, I'm feeling kind of good about this. Let's look at the ship really quick. Now, this little handy thing tells you how many events to expect and how difficult they're going to be. Green means it's not that difficult. Yellow means it's somewhat difficult. Red means, holy shit, this isn't a difficult event, bro. So, should I be panicking? I don't know. I truly don't know. I'm going to say, let's not panic yet. Let's see what happens. This might be the last turn, though. Haha, oh god. Look how much damage I'm about to incur. And look how much hull I have. Doesn't look great, does it? So, what am I going to do first? Now, red dice are injuries. So, any player with low health who goes here might die. This also has 2 injury dice. Not so great. I remind myself... Oh, yeah, that increases assist. Okay. Between turns, you automatically get 1 point of assist. That's nice. I think this might be my last turn. Which on hard difficulty is not that bad. We will have made it 4 weeks. Which isn't the worst. But not great. I'll tell you that. Let's see. What is the best thing to do? Well. Interesting. Okay. I have an idea. I'm going to put the mechanic in here. The mechanic will probably be able to fix this, although the mechanic might die. Now I'm rethinking that. I mean, if I roll 2 dice that are either a 3 or a 6, the mechanic will die. So that's not ideal for my situation right now. Got to be honest with you. Oh, I do have 1 assist, though. So I could roll 2 of those things, and the mechanic wouldn't die. You know what? I think we need to take a big risk. The reason I want to deal with this right now is then I can move the mechanic here. I mean, the captain here, and he won't get any damage. He can roll on this and potentially give these guys an extra die. I think I'm kind of screwed no matter what. Yeah, I think I'm kind of screwed. But this is a tricky one. Let's try it. This might be a bad decision. Alright. Fortunately, my assist saved this guy's life. Okay, we can solve this event with these dice. Now we have these dice left over, which are not great, but this can go here and give us 7 repair for 1 module, because I will have accumulated 2 science points. So let's save this and re-roll this. Ugh. That's too bad. Okay, we're going to put this here. We have another research point. I'm going to put this here. I think it disappears between players, between characters. This captain now, I think, will go here. Yeah, I think that's what I want. Ooh, this is gonna suck. This is really gonna suck. Nope. The captain actually should go here, because injury is a big risk here. The captain has a ton of health. I can now do 7 repair on 1 module, so the captain might be able to knock this out in just 1 roll. Very hopeful of that. Let's see what happens. Ugh. So 9, 10, 11. Not quite. Didn't quite work. So I'm definitely keeping the 6. 3 and the 2 kind of suck. So if I have 6 and I spend 7, I would have 13. Ugh, I would need 13 more, which you can't roll on 2 dice. But if I got... Well, let's re-roll these. Ew. Not great. Not great. Alright, let's use this 7 repair in 1 module. Now we need 6 more. We're gonna die this turn, unfortunately. There's no way to solve all these problems. And then we'll try another run. So let's see how well I can do. I think the commander... You know what? I might be able to live. There's a slim chance I could live. Almost no chance. If the commander rolls a 6, we can take care of this. Oh. Okay. Thanks for that. And then, if the doctor takes care of this, we will live for 1 more week. We're definitely going to die after that, but at least I will have lived another week, not made a total ass out of myself. Okay, now what's the best use of these? I think for these we just get more research. Yeah. Okay, we're going to take 1 hull damage, because we still have this. But we last 1 more week. Skip the story. Now, let's look at this. Okay, so if I choose this, everybody loses 1 health. All 3 of these guys will die. That's not acceptable. If I choose this, I get 2 assists, but these guys increase their stress by 20%, which just makes these choices worse later on. But honestly, I'm not concerned about later on right now. I'm concerned about right now. So let's go with this. Now might be the time when I go cannibal. I think the captain is about to become a cannibal, because the captain has enough health to sustain cannibalism, and I really need those dice. Now, their face gets all crazy and weird when they start eating each other. And the dice get all bloody and disgusting. You're about to see that. Here we go. What are the new events? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yikes. Okay, so this will definitely be when we die, but let's see. Let's see exactly how. I have a ton of assist right now, which is nice. Okay. Well, I definitely have to get rid of this. And the mechanic is here. So, let's do it. Oh, look how nice that is. That's 19 points. It's just exactly what I need. Well, a little bit more than exactly what I need to fix this problem. And we're done. Now, so this will destroy us unless I buff up our hull. You know, there's a few things I could be doing. Instead of trying to fix this, I could roll some dice in the maintenance room and avail myself of the maintenance room's hull repair to counteract this problem. I might want to try that. I definitely have to deal with this, though, or else 3 guys are going to die, and that's not cool. So there's several things that I have to deal with. I mean, hull is the first immediate concern, because losing this will kill everything in the game. So, how do I do that? I think I have to do this. Look at those bloody dice, because the captain ate people. Ooh. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Oh. Alright. Well, this is 16, so I can repair this. And we're done there. And now there's these problems. So if I don't solve this, these 3 characters will die. That would be annoying. But it's going to be impossible to solve this because this character can't get there without taking 1 damage by moving through this event, and she only has 1 hit point. So 1 character is definitely going to die anyway, and I don't think I can get a 22 on 3 dice. I know that I can't. None of these science experiments will get me over the 22-point hump. So oof. Yeah. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna die. So let's just play it out. Yeah. Oof. This is really not cool. Yeah, no. I mean, it makes no sense for her to even try to solve this right now. Well, she would chip away at it, so I guess let's just do that. And okay. Well, okay. So I could put this here and then give her +3 health, and then she would be alive next turn, which might be the most useful thing she can do right now. Okay. So she'll live next turn, but it will be somewhat for naught. I'm going to put this here and give her 2 dice back. I'll put this here and chip away at that slightly. And finally, the commander will go here and just try to chip away at this conundrum. Okay, assist is not necessary right now, but whatever. Oh, this can be a 4. So we'll just do that. I should have re-rolled it, actually, because she might have rolled higher than 4. All right, now, look at that. 2 of my guys are now dead. So we're pretty much screwed. But let's just look at these options. +2 hull, -1 dice for all crew, +1 assist, -1 dice. Well, this one is... Yeah, this one is better. I mean, they're all terrible. And now everybody's going to be a cannibal. Oh, these add 4 dice now. And reduce your health by 1 maximum. One of them, they permanently reduce your health by 1. Well, it's our only hope. So we're going full cannibal. And now we're really going to die. But look, we're more than halfway to Mars on hard difficulty. That's not bad, right? Okay. So, these are all terrible. Let's go ahead and have the doctor... shoot. Yeah, this really stinks. But we'll just have the doctor try to deal with this. What? What am I doing? There we go. And yikes. Okay, let's re-roll the... We'll just re-roll the 1s. We can do better than 2 1s. Ooh, ouch. Okay. So we need 18, 11, 15, 18. And then this 2 can go here. And now we're done. And finally, oh, I just got an achievement. Ding! It was for using a lot of science over the course of many games. It's not an achievement just for this game. All I've achieved during this game is getting a bunch of people killed. Let's see. Okay, so he has no choice but to go here, because if he moves through an event, he will lose a health. He only has 1 health. So let's go here, and we're going to blow up after this turn, but so be it. Okay. Let's, just for the hell of it, re-roll the... Oh, we can't drag that there anyway. Okay, let's re-roll the 2. Oh, yeah, we got a nice fat 6. Okay, so now we go 6, 7, 8, and put a 4 here and a 3 here. But it's all for naught, because look at this. We're going to lose 3 hull points, and we only have 3 hull points. So we're dead. All right, we gave it a go. We made it more than halfway to Mars, but we all ended up dying. But, you know, I think you can see, even though I lost, there was some drama, there were some difficult choices. You know, I got a final score of 768, which honestly, sounds like a nice high score, right? 768. If you were to come up to me and say, I'm going to give you $768, I'd be like, that's a lot of dollars. Similarly, this is a lot of points. Not really. It's not that many points. But I love this whole score thing. By the way, the game does not save your score. It saves 1 score per mode, and it puts it on the Steam high score boards. But any score that you get that is not your highest score in that particular mode will be lost forever, which I guess is fine. Why do I care what my 5th best score was in this mode? I don't really. I only care what the best I ever did was, and I can tell you it wasn't this. I survived 6 turns, completed 26 events, ate 3 human meals, played 3 research cards, had 2 events remaining on the ship that I hadn't yet gotten rid of, and my guys were super, super stressed. But I consider that a moral victory. Not really. I'll be right back in 30 seconds. I'm going to grab a drink out of the fridge, and we'll play one more round, also on hard. Also, if anybody has any questions about this game, things you need better explained, just let me know in the chat window. By the way, tonight's stream is brought to you by La Croix water. It tastes like something plus water, and it has bubbles. Pretty good. Okay, let's do a new game. I'm going to get rid of the specialist this time. Oh, wait, no. Specialist was... I didn't have the specialist last time. We had the commander last time. Oh, look, I unlocked the psychologist. That's what that achievement was about. Me unlocking the psychologist. I now have John Park. He reduces stress from crew in the module. Stress, to me, is like 9th on the list of how important things are. So I'm not going to bring him along on this mission. I am going to bring... yeah, I'm going to go with this 4. This group of 4. These are the 4 you start with, and I think the game does something that I really like, which is the 4 characters you start with, those are the most powerful characters. You can unlock weaker characters to provide yourself more of a challenge later on, but if you need help, you're given the 4 most powerful characters at the beginning of the game. I think that's way better than unlocking more powerful characters as you play, because then it's just like the game is just throwing you more powerful toys, and you feel like you're getting better at the game, but you may not be. You're just getting bigger guns and stuff, even though there's no guns in this game. So here we go. We're giving up our commander who could turn any die into a 4, and instead we're taking a specialist who gives us 1 additional reroll. Everything else is staying the same. We're doing a hard game again. It's loading. Okay. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Okay. I really want to get rid of this immediately. This sucks. Fortunately, the effect of it sucks. The difficulty in fixing it is not hard at all. So we can easily fix it. Unfortunately, if we're fixing it first, we have to move through or leave an event that's currently unsolved. So I'm going to sacrifice a health point. But it's worth it to me to get this off the table, because I don't think we're going to solve this turn, or are we? No, I don't think we can count on solving this turn, and I really want to get rid of this. So I'm going to send my specialist, who gets an extra reroll. Actually, no. I'm going to send my mechanic in here. He will lose 1 health, but he will still have 1 left, and that's what counts. Okay, good. So we do have what it takes to get rid of that. Now I can re-roll this, and I'm going to, because if I get a 5 or higher, he can add a hull point to the ship, which would be so nice. Oh well. But it goes in research, and now we've got a research point. Alright, now I just have to deal with this. Oh, and he'll die if I don't deal with this. Ha ha! Okay, here we go. Let's send the specialist in first. Tom MC says, but if the -1 health event fires. Yes, exactly, Tom MC. You nailed it. All right. Yeah, let's throw these in here. And the captain will go next, because I have a trick up my sleeve, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh! I wish that was a 12, but a 10 is pretty damn good, right? Okay. Now, I could put the doctor in here. This is a great example of the decisions you have to make in this game. I have 2 decisions. I have 2 options, each of which might save my life, each of which might not. I can send the doctor in here and hope that she rolls at least a 6 on 2 6-sided dice. The odds of that are pretty good. But the odds of that are not 100%. Especially since if I roll a 1 or a 3, I can't re-roll it. Alternatively, I can move my doctor in here. She will suffer 1 point of damage, but she has 4. And she can roll dice in this, what's this called? Module. She can roll dice in this module And if she rolls a 5 or a 6, she can use her special ability, which gives +1 health to all crew in that module, which would mean her and him. And then everybody would survive this event. I would rather have her deal with this event, so I'm going to cross my fingers that she succeeds in doing so. Please. Oh, look how nice. Now, unfortunately, we can't re-roll this, and we also can't put it in here. So, this die is wasted. But, in the grand scheme of things, that's not the worst possible thing that could happen. Alright. Do I want everybody to lose 30% of their stress, and also lose a hull? Or, gain a food and lose a hull? I think I'm going to gain a food and lose a hull. Now I have 2 food. Each food boosts up my dice by 3. Okay. Yeah, okay. I like giving dice to the captain and the doctor first, because their abilities help other characters in their modules. And it's nice to have many characters who have strength and dice. Okay. So I definitely have to solve this or I will die. So let's get started on that, I think. First I will send in the specialist. Unless I think that either of these guys could take care of it in one roll. And while it's possible to roll 22 on 4 dice, it seems unlikely to me. So I'll probably have to have 2 characters go in here. So I'll start with the specialist. Ooh. That sucks. Let's re-roll that 1 since our assist kicked in. Oh, yeah! Way better than a 1. Okay. Let's throw 9 in here. And up next, either the doctor or the captain. Let's send the captain. The reason is, if the captain takes care of this, and I think he will, then I can send the doctor in here, and the doctor can boost health, and this guy needs health. So, go, captain. Do your worst. Wow. That definitely was your worst. Okay. Okay. Well then. Well then. Thanks for that. Fortunately, look at this. Because I'm in the, whatever this is called, module. Why doesn't that tell you maintenance, the maintenance module? I can repair my hull. And if I put 2 dice of equal value in here, I have 2 hull points, which are desperately needed. And yeah, I think it makes sense to put 7 in here. Yeah. Unless I want to re-roll that 3 and hope that I get a 4, 5, or 6. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Alrighty. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Now I'll send the doctor in here. The mechanic will have to hold out with his 1 health for 1 more turn. The doctor will fix this with ease. The doctor might even get to boost our hull a little more because this is the maintenance module. And the doctor might be able to give these guys an additional health, as well as herself. Or himself. It's a her. Kayla is a woman's name, I guess. Okay. Roll those dice. Oh, yeah. This will go here, and I get another hull point. This will go here. And I have finished repairing that. This sucks, because I can't put it there. I will... do I re-roll this? Yes, I do re-roll this. I think. Or do I just put it in here for the research? I think I'm going to re-roll it and hope for a 5 or a 6. Nope, just a 3. Okay, I'll take the research points. And I'm done with that. What? Yes, there's nothing I can do with this. Alright, and finally, the mechanic will do what he can do. Ooh, but look, if he rolls a 3, he dies. So, do I have to deploy him? Or can I just have him end his turn? I think I have to deploy him. That really sucks. He might die right now. Because I don't have any assist. And if he rolls a 3, he will be injured. So that super duper sucks. Please don't roll a 3. And there you go. So, let's see what the next turn has in store. This will add 2 assist and damage my hull by 1. This will give me 1 food, and each crew member will lose a die. Really? Right. Just 2 crew members, though, because you can't go below 1. I think I will go with this, because it'll still be a net win, because the food will give me 3 dice. Having lost a character so early, I'm a little bit screwed. I mean, I'm 100% screwed, but we'll see how long it takes for me to totally die. Yeah, this is tricky. But I'll take the food. I'll give it to the captain, because the captain can give people dice. And let's see what happens. Oh, this is actually... Well, no, it's not great. But I'll have the captain take care of this, because the captain can give the other characters 1 additional die each. That's not bad. This is great, actually. Yes, this is pretty good. So I'm going to throw this in there. I'm going to throw this there. And I'm going to re-roll these, because a 1 and a 3 won't help me in research. 1 and a 4. I'll put this here, even though it's not going to be useful. That'll go there. Okay. Okay. We might live another turn. So I gotta take care of this. Let's send the specialist in first, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I can use this right now and give her 3 additional dice, which is what I'm going to do. And she might, just possibly, be able to take care of this in 1 roll. Ugh! Well, that stinks. Let's re-roll these 3 1s. Oh, look, exactly 14. Boom. And the doctor... Well, I should definitely do this, because it's easier to take care of, and it does more damage. So I'm going to send her in here. She probably won't succeed at it, but maybe she will. Ah! You see how close I was to getting 15? That makes me want to re-roll that die. Yes! That was exhilarating. Okay, so now I just take 1 damage. Not so bad. +1 food and -2 hull. Not great. +1 dice for us and -2 hull. Well, I think I got to go with +1 food, because 1 food equals 3 dice. Why would I only take 2 dice if I'm losing 2 hull either way? Thank you for the +1 food. We will give it to the doctor, who's the only one who can make use of 3 dice. And look at this. Why would I become a cannibal when everybody's pretty close to max dice? Let's see what we got. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Sysfail is not so bad. Sysfail just means that you can't use the benefits of this module. I believe that's what it means. But hull damage is obviously going to kill me. So, let's start by having the captain try to... Wait a minute. Yes, let's start by having the captain try to deal with this. Please don't get... Oh my god. This roll sucks. Wow. It's one of the worst possible rolls. But I can do some hull repair. But it's not worth it. I need to stop this event. Ugh! Ow! Okay, at least I stopped the event, but I took a ton of damage in the process. Okay. There's that. He's mad. It's because he got a lot of damage. Alright. Next, I really want to get rid of this. You can already see where this is going. I'm probably screwed. Because I would have to get rid of both of these events to live. But, let's send this person over here. And she's probably going to die. Oh, no. It's 15, which is not enough. I would need a 6. Yikes. Let's roll 2 of these. Ah, and she's dead. Okay. This is where I die. This is where I die. The doctor will go here, but... Oh boy. Ooh. Come on now. Five, 1, 2, right, Well... But I die anyway. Alright. That was even worse. But we're playing on hard. We're playing on hard, and you don't start on hard. You start on easy. Should we try an easy game? Let's try an easy game. Just to see... Not easy, I'm sorry, normal. Easy by comparison. Let's just see. And this time, instead of my reroll person, I'm going to take this woman who gives you +2 assist. Now, let's see if we can beat this. Okay. Alrighty. So I have to take care of both of these things, or boost up my hull somehow. The mechanic will go... I can roll a 10 on 3 dice, right? That seems likely. Seems likely. Of course, a 2 will be a void, but I have 1 assist. So let's try to take care of this with her. Eesh. Okay. Alright. Let's reroll these. Oh, man. That Sucks. That sucks. Oh yeah, I don't have to take care of both these. I just have to take care of one. Okay, so, great. Okay, this isn't terrible. The doctor will go here and wrap this up. Unless I roll 2 2s. Haha, only 1 2. Alright, that's done. Now, I'll send the mechanic over here. Okay. No stasis. Alright, so I'll save all these nice dice and re-roll that 1. Ooh, got a nice big 5. Beautiful. Okay, 10. So I have 18. Oh yeah, I can solve this immediately. Great. Not immediately, but I can have the captain come and finish it. Okay, captain comes in. How can I not roll a 5 on 2 dice, right? That's guaranteed. Whoa! Almost wasn't, though. Now, what if I re-roll this? I'm going to re-roll this, because I can't lose it. There's no voids. It can't injure me. There's no injuries. And if I roll a 5 or a 6, I can spend it there and then have this die left over to put in research. Nah, it didn't work, but fine. Alright. Okay. +1 food, -1 health for us, or +2 assist, +20% stress for us. I think I'm going to go with +1 food, -1 health for us. Now I have 2 food. Captain, I always love giving food. And the doctor, I always love giving food. Now we finish and take a look at the events. Communications fail. Right, okay, right. That's just the flavor text. Okay, so 1 damage and 2 damage to the hull. It's nice to have an event here because I like accumulating food, and that is where you can do it. Okay, but injuries are going to be an issue there. So, definitely not sending the mechanic there at this particular time. I will send the technician there. And hope that she does not roll. Well, she'll probably be fine because I have an assist. Yeah. Oh, this is an okay roll. A 10. Yeah, that's nice. Here we go. Beautiful. Now I'll send the captain in there who will clear this out and hopefully give her an additional die as well as himself. Maybe he'll get some food even. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah. And because the captain has so much health, it's highly unlikely that he'll die. But it's always possible. Okay, great. Let's take care of this. Now, I'm going to re-roll the... I'm going to re-roll both of these. Ooh, good. So this is 5 or higher, so I'll put this here, and everybody in the module gets an additional die. And with a 3, I got a research point. Now, in the front of the ship, we would love to get rid of this. I'll send the mechanic there first. These are not injuries, so he's not at risk of dying. And he did it. He totally took care of it all by himself. Now I have my doctor left over. And I'm actually going to send her here. Because that way her effect will take place among 3 characters, not just 2. And this is the farming module, and she can spend good dice on getting food. Actually, she can spend any dice on getting food as long as they match. Crappy dice, good dice, it don't matter. Great. We have a 5 or higher. Boom. And now I would love to have 2 of these dice match each other. So I'm going to re-roll all 3 of them. Maybe I should just re-roll the 3. The reason I might just re-roll the 3 is because I already have a 3 here, so I can't spend... So this 3 is totally useless to me, whereas if I had to spend a 1 and a 4 on research, that would be okay. So I'm going to do that. Yep. Haha! Still a 3! Alright. 1, 4. Let's put the 3 there for fun. And I'm done. Nothing happens, because I fixed everything. Alright, +1 dice for us and -2 hull. +1 food, -1 hull. Obviously, I want +1 food, because food is equivalent to 3 dice. And +1 dice on 2 characters is just 2 dice. This is a no-brainer. The food will go to... Now, it's a waste to give a food, which gives 3 dice, to anybody who has fewer than 3 die slots. So do I want the mechanic or the technician to have this food? The mechanic, because the mechanic can spend his dice on fixing the hull, which is something we could use right now. Cool. Cool. This makes you lose a food, but I don't even have any food currently. So this doesn't bother me right now. These damage my hull, and they bother me a lot. Nothing injures anybody, so that's good. This guy has a ton of dice. He's just going to take care of this right now. Yes. All right. Do it, mechanic. Go nuts. Look at those 6s. Oh, they almost had 3 of them. Okay. Well, let's do... Oh, no movement damage actually could be useful right now. Alright, let's take care of this. Now, 2 and a 6 could be useful for research, or for the hull, or for no movement damage. Let's re-roll the 4. So, 6! No, damn it. 6 would have been real nice. Okay. Let's add to the hull. And add to my research. +1 die all crew is pretty good. And if I do this now... But I think I have got another guy with 5 dice, so it wouldn't be helping everybody. Okay. Yeah, we're done there. Oh, I don't have another guy with 5 dice. Shoot. Oh, that sucks. Okay. You should be able to look at this situation even when you're in a module, but you can't. All right. So, definitely got to get rid of this. So let's send the technician in there first. Everybody's going to take a damage, but they have such high health, I'm not concerned about it. And I am going to do +1 die all crew. Roll them bones. Ooh, that's very nice. Okay. 12? Yeah, I'm going to just throw these in here. And now I'm going to put the captain in here. Yep. And then he'll probably take care of this, and then the doctor can take care of the food. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to get to Mars, everybody. Okay. Event taken care of. +1 die to everybody. Let's re-roll these dice, because I want them to be the same, so I can get 2 additional hull. They're not the same, but that's okay. Okay. Cool. And finally, the doctor can try to fix this problem. And she did. Great. So as you can see, normal mode is a little bit easier. +2 assist, plus 20% stress for us, +1 food, -1 dice for us. I think +1 food, -1 dice for us, because that's a straight up +1 die for me. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to spend this die, or a food, because the food gives you 3 dice, and nobody could use 3 dice at this time. I'd be wasting it. I could also go cannibal, but I don't want to. You get more points for not going cannibal, and your health is not impacted if you don't go cannibal. Oh, only 2 problems. And they're both medium difficulty. Okay. I know what I have to do. Doctor's going to go in here and try to deal with this. She's going to do that because she has a good amount of health, so these injuries are not a huge risk. And she can boost up his health if she gets lucky. Go, Doctor. Whoops. Yeah. Do I want +1 assist for one thingy thing? Nah. Not at this time. Oh, God. Okay. She took an injury. All right. This is kind of too bad. Well, I guess there's no... It's unlikely that she was going to get a 17 on just 3 dice. +3 dice active crew member. If I do this now, well, she'll get injured probably. Okay. Okay, this is fine. She will give the mechanic and herself an additional health. And she will put 5 into repair. Unless... I think this would actually be very useful right now. This is tricky. Let's see. So if she put 5 here, it would need 12 more. He has 4 dice to get 12. But he's at risk of death. I could get 1 assist, though, reducing his risk of death. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put her 5 into this. I'm going to get 1 assist. Ooh, and I could give him a snack, too. Yeah. Okay. Left empty says it'd be more useful on her than the mechanic. He could die quickly indeed. Do you mean the assist? If you do, it is going to be used on him, probably. The assist is just a central pool, and it's used on whoever needs it first. And he will probably need it first. So I'm going to try to wrap this up with him. I do have 1 assist, and he has 2 health. The energy boost, you say? Oh, right. No, I agree with you on that. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. And this die could get me a research point. Or if I re-roll it, I could potentially boost my hull, but it also might be wasted. So I'm just going to get a research point. And he's done. Left Empty says I'm stuck in the past. Yeah, it's because of the silly YouTube delay. Which hopefully isn't that bad. But maybe it is. Who knows. Okay, Technician will try to deal with this. Yeah. Word. Go Technician. Ooh. Okay. She's going to put 8 in here. And then she's going to use this to regain 2 dice. For next time. Then Captain is going to come in here. And he will undoubtedly get 9. Cool. Yeah. And he could put this here, which gives him and Joy another die, which I think is the most useful thing he could do right now. Okay. Once again, we are safe. +1 dice for these 2 characters and -2 hull. That sounds bad. +1 food, yes. Whenever you get +1 food and -1 die for 2 characters, you should always do that because a food is equal to 3 dice. So you're choosing 3 dice and losing 2. Obviously, I'm always going to choose that. Okay, we'll give this to the doctor. Give this to the mechanic. Look at this. I'm kind of doing great. All right. Let's see what's up. 6 more weeks to Mars. As you can see, next week there will be 2 difficult events and a moderately difficult event, which is not wonderful, but I think we can handle it. Okay, none of these will cause injuries. These are both relative. This is hard, but this is easy as heck. So let's have the doctor. Is he going to roll 32 on 5 dice? No. That's not going to happen. So I'll probably need both of them on this. So he will start. She'll start. Yeah, that's the ticket. Here we go. Roll those dice. Oi. That's a shit roll. Save that 6. Re-roll all these little dice, except for this one that got in stasis. That's better. Okay. We want health. And the rest of these are going to go toward this giant problem. Okay. Beautiful. Now the mechanic will hopefully get 17 on 5 dice. I think we can safely say he will. Yeah. Oh, no, we only have 16. Haha. Okay, so let's save these. And let's hope that this is at least a 2. If it's not, we've got problems. Good. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Okay, great. So we can spend all these. We'll have a 3 left over. The 3 left over will do jack shit for us, unfortunately. I'll have 9, 10, 11, 13. Oh, wait. No, but we can... Yeah, nothing we might have left over will help. So I could spend... If you spend these... You're spending these... It's okay. Each research point depletes this, takes a die off this, basically. So if we spend 2 research points, and it starts with the highest one. If we spend 2 research points, it would spend this die and this die. So that would free up these spots for us to put one of our extra dice. So I think we're going to do that, because he could use the extra die next turn. Oh, okay, it's the 2 lowest. My apologies. But that's still fine, because we can put a 3 there. And then we have... This will be 17. Boom. Cool, he's done. Okay, technician will go here. And I'm sending her first so that she loses a die. So then the captain can come in and give her an additional die if that's what ends up happening. Although she'll probably solve this all on her own. It's a fuel slosh. That's the technical term. LaCroix water. Good luck pronouncing it, but it is tasty. Okay. We're going to have a 1 left over, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, the This one is just thrown away because I don't want to use this yet. Plus 3 dice active crew member. She only has room for 1. That would be a waste. So this one is just doing nothing, but that's fine. And now we have a captain with no problems at hand, which means he can go to any module he likes and use that module's ability or use his own ability to give people dice. Everybody's doing pretty great with dice. This will give us food. This will boost our hull. These are the 2 modules that I like going to, generally, when I have spare time, so to speak. What's more important right now, food or hull? I would say hull, because we're doing great with dice, and we're doing shitty with hull. So he's going to try to make some rolls to get our hull boosted a little bit. A 2, 3, and a 4, neither of which match each other. So let's, I guess, re-roll. Oh, no. Come on, dude. Okay. Let's make the best of this. We can... this is fine. So we're going to put this here. And this here. Now we have 5 research points. We're going to spend it on this, which will boost our hull. And that cleared this out, so we can put this here. And now we have a beautiful looking hull. Okay. Plus 1 food, minus 1 dice for all crew. Not great. Plus 1 dice for us. Not great because he's maxed out anyway. Plus 20% stress for us. Plus, if this isn't chosen, these guys get 10% stress. Alright, this is tricky. This is a hard one. Plus 1 food, minus 1 dice for all crew. I hate that. That's real shitty. I think, even though this gives everybody some stress, it gives me 1 die. Ugh, I hate both of these options. Which is good game design. You should either love all your options or hate all your options. It should never be totally obvious that one is a good option and one is a bad option. Well, geez. Maybe this. Because this really stresses everybody out and will make our choices shittier in the future. And we have a good amount of dice. So yeah, I'm going to take a net loss of 1 die. Now it's becoming clear to me that this is the obvious choice. I lose 1 die, but if I choose this, I get a shit ton of stress. So I'm just going to lose 1 die. And this will go to the captain. And we're done. Let's see these events. Okay. CO2 warning. Oh, man. Let's see here. Minus 1 health all. Everybody's health is doing okay. Hull is what I'm sort of most worried about. But also injuries. Yeah, things are getting a little tricky right now. Okay, this seems like the obvious place to start. I think the doctor will begin, so she can give him more health. Actually, the mechanic gets an assist if I have him go first. So maybe I'll have the mechanic go first. Yeah. Go mechanic. Ugh, that roll's ugly. That roll really stinks. We're going to re-roll the 1. He can't get killed on 1 die. And if he rolls a 6, that would be sweet. Even if he rolls a 4 or a 5, he'll take the injury. Well, it wasn't any worse than a 1. Okay. This sucks. Hugely. This just really, truly sucks. But I think we're just going to dump it all into repair. Ugh. And we'll have the doctor try to clean up the mess that he left behind. I don't know if she'll be successful. Oh, God. Ugh. This is abysmal. Okay. Ugh. I hate this. I hate this. Okay. We'll send one more guy in there. And it's going to be her because she'll only incur 1 damage. Because she only will have to go through 1 module that is not in service at this time. And hopefully she'll wrap this up. Okay, good. Oh, God. And she's going to get injured. And she's going to... That's bad. This is all bad. This is not good, folks. She may die. You know, yeah, I'm going to have him... We're just going to take this, because I can deal with the hull damage. What I really don't want is everybody to lose a health and for Joy to die. So, I'm going to send the captain in here. And we're going to hope he can do this. Oh. These roll... Oh, my God! Ha ha! Oh, bad news. Ooh, boy. Now, I think if he regains dice, I don't think I get to use those immediately. Oh, we're going to lose a person, which is really too bad. Okay. I can't. Yeah, I would be re-rolling these 3 dice. Oh, this really sucks. That sucks. Bye, Joy Lee. I liked having you around. Okay, plus 2 health for all crew, minus 2 hull, plus 40%, minus 40% stress for me, minus 1 die for me. And what? We're gonna have 2 events. Ugh. I think now we go cannibal, folks. Minus 40% stress, minus 1 die. Plus 2 health, minus 2 hull. Ugh. We can't deal with a minus 2 hull right now. So we have to go with this. And we're gonna go cannibal. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Things are getting rough. Things are getting rough. The captain... Yeah, this is hard. Regain dice, that's bullshit. Ugh, I hate this. Okay, but here's my strategy. Mechanic will roll here, and he will spend a die in the process. The captain will... then if the captain rolls a 6, the captain dies, though. Alright. I don't know. I don't know. We might die. We might die. Oh, boy. Mechanic plus 1 hull. Oh, I do have this plus 28 repair 1 module. Oh, yeah, this is what we should do. Oh, no, I need 6. Shit. I don't have 6. Kind of want to... So you can also shuffle out all 3 of these cards and get 3 different cards at the cost of 1 science point, which I think I'm going to do. I might use the small kit, actually. Okay. So in that case... Yeah, let's have the mechanic go here. Oh boy. Good God. Okay. Oh, I can do no movement damage too if I lucked out with a 5. 6, 9, 12, 12, 15. Right. Okay. Okay. Watch this. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Next up. I really want to do... Okay, so we're going to live. That's good to know. Let's have the doctor go here. Yeah. Yes, this makes sense. -1 health all would really blow. So, let's try this. Oh! Seriously? Okay. Cool. That sucked. Do I want to use this on her right now? Maybe. No, I can always use it on her later. Okay, and he will try to do this, and hopefully... Actually, maybe I should use it on him. Yeah. I think I... Or do I just send him here, take the 1 damage, and get rid of the thing I know I can take care of? I think that's what I do. Yeah. Yeah, this was the smarter choice. Okay, so... Uh-huh. Yep. So I'm going to throw 10 in here, actually. Because then I can put the 5 in here, and this will give me 3 assist, which will be nice for next turn. And the 1 of the 2 can go to my research. Okay. We take 2 damage, which is unfortunate. +2 assist, which I don't need. +1 food, -2 hull. We're going to have to choose this. This really blows, though. Okay, we're going to go ahead and waste some food on the doctor. Let's see what we got. Wow. That might have been the wrong choice. Okay. Yeah, we're fucked, probably. That was probably a bad choice. But as you can see, we're only 3 weeks away from Mars. We made it even closer on normal mode. Okay. -1 health all would seriously suck. But I can't have any hull damage. So... Huh. Let's have him try to deal with this and see what that gets me. Ooh. Damn. Okay. Let's reroll these. Oh my god. Oh, I just fucked myself in the butt. Yeah, left empty says the mechanic can repair the hull, and then you don't have to take out 3 of the 4 damage, but I think at this point it's a wash. But Wow. I really boned myself there. Yeah, this guy can't leave that, or he will... But I could use... Yeah, but okay. So, +1 health active crew member. You can only do it when you're committing to rolling the dice. So if this guy... Yeah, exactly. Left empty says, it's too late now, horrible roll. I am going to die. So it's too bad that I couldn't show you guys what winning looks like. But let's just wrap this game up. Well, hold on. Maybe I'll magically get something. Oh, that would have been nice. If I had done that... See, okay, so this is a case where you can see that my own failure at strategizing caused my death. If I had done that shuffle while he was still active, I could have used this special tools and taken care of this. All right. So, let me see. In fact, I could have used both of these on two different things. Well, if I got another research point. Okay. I mean, there's really no point now, but let's just go ahead and give it a go. But I hope that shows this game... Well, and she died. Okay. But hopefully I've shown you that, like, the game is very good at giving you many options, and you have to really think about it. And he's also dead. You have to really think about it, and sometimes you make the wrong choice, and sometimes it's obvious that you made the wrong choice, and sometimes it's not. But I really think this game did get a bad rap as far as people saying it's a, quote, dice fest, just because you roll dice. Yeah, if a dice fest means that the game is built around rolling dice, then yes, this is a dice fest. But when people say the word dice fest, they mean it pejoratively. They mean that they have no agency and that the dice determine the outcome of the game. And while the dice play a role in the outcome of the game, I really think that your personal strategy and your choices and your experience and knowledge are what win or lose the game for you. And am I admitting to my own inadequacy by showing you me losing 3 times in a row on 2 different difficulty levels by saying that? Yes, I am. If I was a Tharsis master, I could probably have beaten that game all 3 times. But I have won on various levels, and it's fun to win. It's also fun to lose. I think it's thrilling to have your characters be so at risk, and I just really, really like this game. So if this looks interesting to you, check it out. It's on Steam. It's pretty cheap. I will not be back next week at this time, but I will probably be back 2 weeks from now at this time. In fact, I can safely say I definitely will, barring unforeseen circumstances. So come back 2 weeks from now. Let's see, what's 14 plus 14? 28. February 28th, I will be back at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, make sure to check out Tom Chick's stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time at youtube.com/quarter-to-3videos. I hope you all had fun watching me, and have a great night, and happy Valentine's Day.